Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro. Today I'm in a different place. I'm in the Maldives, but we still keep going with this series of incredible individuals that have so many amazing things to share with us in the luxury field. And today we're going to have Patrick Lee. He's the CEO and founder of Shorecrest Construction, which is a high-end new construction and renovation company that specializes on luxury residential plus boutique commercial, as well as the offices, retail, and hospitality. They're based in Miami and they work on different areas such as Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach. And they're going to be going over the latest industries in real estate.
Patrick, what's
Good
going on?
morning, Alvaro.
How are you? Well, good night here.
Well, good night. I'm well, man. How are you?
Thanks again for being here today. It's an honor to have you and to have Shorecrest Construction. So,
Listen, it's my honor to be here, but you're in the Maldives. I mean, man, it must be beautiful out there right now.
it's beautiful. I will show you, but it's dark. I mean, it's still nice. But no, can't complain. So I'm getting a little of a tan, which I needed. So it's all nice. But let's talk about you, because you are the CEO and founder of Shorecrest Construction, which is one of the elite companies right now in high-end new construction and renovation in the Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach area. So tell us a little bit about the story.
Well, so I came to Miami to build the Four Seasons on Brickell, and at the time it was the first building of that kind really down here. So the tallest building south of Atlanta, the tallest residential building south of New York. It was a really big deal at the time. And they were recruiting talent, from around the Southeast, and I got lucky to become part of that team. The team was incredible. I got to work with, amazing people in my profession, along with incredible architects, interior designers, and a developer that was really talented. So Millennium Partners was the developer of that project. After we built it, I went to Millennium Partners and I became a consultant for them. What we were doing was hiring GCs to do all the little projects, right? There were all kinds of things going. 2 million square feet of building, you finish it, there's all kinds of stuff. And after a year of that, I went back to Millennium Partners and said, man, these little GCs are making me crazy. I'd come from a big company in a great team where everything was organized and structured. There was a real system in place to get this stuff done. And the Miami contractors were different. So I asked Millennium Partners, I told them I was a GC, said, can I build it? And they let me. So I started the company. They gave me a condo in the Four Seasons on the 66th floor as my office. I was doing a lot of things for them, maintenance and doing all kinds of projects for them at the time. But it started off, I hired a superintendent and a part-time bookkeeper and started the company there. From there, we got all kinds of opportunities that it'd be hard to get otherwise. We got to work in an operating 5-star hotel. We got to build out restaurants and work in a luxury sports club, and then constant residential opportunities. And from there, I grew the company. Now it's a real team. I'm surrounded by really good people that I'm lucky to work with.
Incredible.
And,
yeah.
A lot of them are much smarter than I am. And so we're having a lot of fun. We get really good opportunities.
Well, that's awesome. Patrick, I mean, I've seen some of the trajectory of your business and it's phenomenal. You also mentioned that you've been working also with Soho House, right? On helping to do the entire renovation in Miami.
We did. We renovated Soho House top to bottom. The project was completed right before really the lockdown with COVID. And it was another, just like, what an incredible experience. Their team is so much fun. Their design aesthetic is really great. And once again, it was an operating hotel. We had to, work closely with their general manager, with their entire team to keep their business functioning and get done what they needed us to get done. But just a fun, great experience working with that group.
That's great. That's great, Patrick. So tell us a little bit about how you're currently seeing the market.
It is incredible right now. I mean, we're getting calls daily about opportunities, and they range, across the board. People are moving businesses here and talking to us about offices. People are moving their family business here, even if their corporate, office needs to stay somewhere else. And we're seeing those opportunities. The influx of people is incredible. So right now I see 2021, 2022, 2023 as going to be incredible times for us in the real estate construction industries.
What do you think about what's going to happen in the upcoming year when it comes to the commercial space?
I feel positive that people are going to start using office spaces more and more. We during COVID, we learned a lot about our business. I sent everybody home for a couple of months, and we went through that whole process, and we're starting to get back to where our team wants to be together. And so we're back up to having everybody in the office 3 days a week and then remote the other days. And more, all the business leaders I know are seeing the same thing, that their people want to have some interaction in place. Mm-hmm. So I think more and more offices are going to open. And on top of it, I mean, we're everybody's getting vaccinated. We're seeing the benefits of that. Mm-hmm. I think, out in the near future, we're going to be closer to normal.
I'm very excited to see both elements, the commercial and residential combined, and make out of Florida, something that we've never seen before.
I agree completely. I mean, I've had the benefit of being down here for a little more than 20 years and seeing the growth in South Florida over that period of time. And it's gone from being kind of whatever you want to call it. It wasn't one of the major metropolitan cities in the world, although it was appreciated for what it was, to becoming one of the major metropolitan and business hubs. Where I see that, obviously in the business climate, we see it and the people coming down, but it's become an architectural city. The level of architecture and interior design has increased here so significantly over the last period of years. The local designers really up their game. I mean, doing incredible work, world-renowned work, and the international and national designers are coming in. So yeah, I think South Florida is going to be is seeing like a renaissance period. It's just going to get better and better.
Big names, especially when you look into, let's say, the commercial space for restaurants. Big brands are migrating towards Miami or opening their spots there, and that's also bringing such a nice, sexy, and high demand to the cities that we have in South Florida that it's incredible. So, I think that this is only the beginning of a big wave of a lot of construction and growth.
I agree, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the city grows too. I mean, you mentioned two brands. We're lucky to be working with the Bagatelle Group on 2 spaces. You remember where Bagatelle was here, mm-hmm. and they've been closed for a bit. Actually, prior to COVID, they were closed. And we're relocating them to another commercial space, and we're opening another brand for them in that current space. And
very nice.
They're raring to go. They're expecting mm-hmm. the market to be hot, and everybody to be out come September, October. They're pushing us hard.
I'm sure. So Patrick, let me ask you this, because you obviously touch different areas when it comes to luxury and high-end new construction. So what is really luxury to you?
To me personally, what is luxury? Yeah. I mean, time and health are luxury. I think we're lucky to be alive. I think we're lucky to be here. I think we're lucky to be healthy. And spending that time wisely, surrounded by good friends, people you love, and being able to dedicate time and attention to them is the most critical thing. Because of my business, I mean, I'm surrounded by, luxury architecture, luxury interior, luxury cars, luxury everything. Our clients are typically, fabulously wealthy people, and I appreciate all of those things. I really do appreciate all of those things. I appreciate the effort it makes to put them together. But I think this last year kind of really taught me that time and health are our #1 luxuries.
Mm-hmm. So true. Well, thanks for sharing that, Patrick, because it's true that sometimes we forget that one of the major luxuries that we have in life is our health, and I think that that's something to really be grateful for. So thanks for sharing that.
No, 100%. It was an eye-opener for me. I think I was starting to think that way, but COVID drove that idea home. 100%.
That's true. So Patrick, let's also touch base a little bit about you personally, because you seem like a very, very nice, chill guy, very positive, always uplifted, always moving forward with new projects. So what are some of the things that I will say have carried you become that person, become Patrick today?
You know, boy, I would say, the number one thing is I've been fortunate to know some really great people. I've had incredible mentors in my life. I've had incredible friends that have taught me a lot of things, and I surround myself with positive people. In my life, I want to be that for other people. I want to be a positive influence. I want to be a positive voice. I also want to be a good sounding board for the people in my life. I've got several people that I go to when things are challenging or when I've got something to figure out, and that don't just say, yes, or do that, or try to agree with me. They go back and forth and make me think and work for the right answer. And I appreciate that. So I think the number one thing is just the people I'm around, and I'm lucky to be around really great people in my life.
Great points, Patrick. I mean, definitely mentors is like a time machine. You learn so much in such a short period of time through their experiences that it's very valuable. Now, I want to also learn things from you because you've had all these years of experience in the industry that we are also involved. And another thing that I would have asked you before, now not so much, but I always wanted to grow my hair really long. And I don't know why I couldn't. I was getting annoyed. I was a tennis player, so I always used to get really annoyed when the hair was getting long, but I wanted to. So I really envy you that you can carry it so nicely and flawless. That's very nice.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, no, but congrats, man. I love it. It's very nice, and it suits you well. So
Thank you.
Besides that, Patrick, I don't know if there is any takeaways that you would like to share with the audience.
I mean, takeaways on business, takeaways on real estate.
Anything in general, something that, if you have to share something with the audience that are involved in the luxury space, whether it's real estate, for residential, commercial, what would be something that you could share with them?
I mean, a couple things that I share with you. We were just talking about mentoring and being surrounded by positive people. And a couple things that I talk to people about that are younger than me that, are figuring things out is number one, you have to see opportunity when it presents itself and be willing to take the risk to dive in. And things aren't always going to work out, but that's the way you can really build the life you want is seeing opportunity and taking risk. Another thing that's critically important is surrounding yourself, like we just said, with good people. It really is a reflection of where you're going, who you're spending your time with, who you're listening to. And the more those people are positive, taking action and growing themselves, the more naturally you gain that energy and it becomes circular. You're providing that and they're providing that back to you. From a Miami standpoint, I think that the market is going to continue to be incredible. I think prices are going to continue to rise. I think people are going to continue to come as they find what a great city it's become. I say Miami out of habit, but it's really South Florida. All three markets are seeing the benefit of what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. All three counties, I should say. And I think over the next period, people should come and join us. Come play in the South Florida area.
I like it, Patrick. Thank you so much for sharing everything. And for everybody that is listening or watching us, please make sure to follow their page, Shorecrest Construction. Check out what they're doing. Amazing projects from Fisher Island to, Soho house renovations for Brown, all this Palm Beach, different counties. I mean, you guys are all over the place and doing phenomenal work in residential, commercial. So please make sure to check them out. And if there's any questions, reach out directly to them. You can always contact us as well. But definitely, Patrick, I look forward to seeing you in Miami once I'm back. And I'll send you the tips on where to go or stay when you come to Maldives. Very beautiful here.
And I am coming. I want to get there. If you have an extra room, I'll hit a plane right now.
Hey, don't say it twice.
All
Let's go.
right,
Let's make
Albert.
it happen.
Definitely. I would love to get together when you get back in town. And I appreciate so much you taking the time to talk to me today. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. No, the pleasure is mine. Thanks again, Patrick. Take care and say hi to your team. We'll see each other soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.